Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. First off, as you probably noticed, I have a new intro. As you'll see at the end, I have a new outro. I've been putting some time into that recently as I've been on break recently. You know, what changes I wanted to make actually for a few months now, but decided to wait until after I got the Vanquisher style, because that was my look I was going for. Anyway, moving into the contents of the video, today we're playing on Siegfried Line in the 907. This tank I haven't played too much since I played a ton of it last summer after I got it. Um, it's interesting. I like the concept in a lot of ways, but especially when I first got it, I just didn't click with it. I didn't gel with it very well because it only has 5 degrees, or like 5.5 degrees of gun depression. I like tanks that have gun depression, and this tank is not one of them. But I have gotten a lot better. Today's video was actually going to be an M60 video. I haven't made a video on that tank in a long time. I don't play it too often, but I had played less of the game this last fall as I was busy with college, and so that was a show that actually just hit the level pile. And I didn't play, when I did play, I didn't play a lot of the tanks that I wasn't as good in, like STB1, the 907, the M60, those kinds of tanks. I mostly played the heavies, meaning got the tanks with the IS-4 and the 50B, and kind of was like, wow, I really like a lot of these heavy tanks. I hadn't really touched, and became a much better player too, but hadn't touched any of the medium tanks. I hadn't really played any other than heavies at all during those few months, and my skills massively increased, and so I've been playing a ton of it since the Christmas event started, and I've just recently the other day I sat down and played some medium tanks again, and I was like, wow, I'm actually really good at these tanks, like the M60 STV1 and all that. I was planning on making an M60 game. Today's video as I had a really nice game on Pakarovka, but then I was sitting down this morning and decided to play the 907, and this is the only game I played in it, and obviously it is today's video. Out of the way, I'm playing on Siegfried Line. I'm playing my favorite position, kind of in the middle of the map, as you can see. I just left that position. I talk about this position here allows you, right here, allows you to shoot tanks that are being like hauled down or having some cover. Then the downside is that you can get shot by artillery a lot in that position, and there are 3 artillery in this game. So I'm not too interested in staying there. So as you can see, I've kind of gotten tired of playing the two, like, there's like broken buildings here and here that make up the middle of the map, alongside where you can also play down in the field, assuming you have control there. But I moved up more to the city. This position is a temporary one. This is not a good position. It works for the moment, but there's only a charioteer holding this WZ back. Also, this Lover literally is getting shot at constantly. He is giving me so many free shots. It makes no sense why he's still even like trying. It takes all the way until now for him to be like, okay, I'm no longer gonna constantly poke. But now there's not even a charioteer there, and the score is looking really rough at 2-5. So I don't really want to stay here, but I'm worried that as soon as I look away, that guy's gonna come out and try and shoot me. So I really should move, but I'm kind of like just sitting it. Now you can see I mean to like, okay, I'm gonna move away, but then I'm like, oh, is he gonna move at all? Try and put a shot into that turret, but then I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. So I try and back up. I thought that WZ was playing though, he was not, and so I ended up getting away for free. And crossing here, I almost get away. Did I get spotted there? I did not get spotted, so they didn't even know. They think I'm still in that alleyway. Right up until now, when I see that guy, I put a shot into the tortoise. He immediately repairs it. He's small. You don't mess around getting shot at. And then I get hit by the Basanti, and then I'm trying to back up. But then I hit the T95, wreck, but then he bounces his second, actually a heat shell. So a little surprised I bounced that, and then I pull away. Now we're loading heat, we're almost out of APCR, and we trying to look at for a shot into, but we see the tortoise, so we put a shot into the tortoise, but it bounces. So we're thinking, okay, we're gonna play here. We're backing up, and then we have too much back artillery. We've already taken a number of hits this game, so we're not really too happy with that. So up to 2,800 damage and 1 kill, and the score is not looking too good, and our forces are scattered while theirs are mostly just in the city. So I decided to go back to this rubble pile, great spot to play, and I see the tortoise. I'm really glad I have my heat loaded because I can absolutely destroy him. That's why I think the tortoise and tanks like you than trying to repoint. Not very fun to play because you're fine until someone knows how to shoot you. If you're very not fun. I pull out, I put a shot into the Bisante, and then I'm like, oh, do I want to shoot the WZ? He just fires, I pull out, and I put one to him. Again, he making those shots way more guaranteed. I'm stunned to it, so I'm slower. I'm trying to get, okay, I ended up getting, I thought I was going to be able to put a shot in. Making sure that he wasn't really close. He bounces against my turret and I kill him. With the 4,000 damage and 4 kills. However, the scores now are just even. And it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So we see the CS and the LT are out in the open. So I put one into the CS. And the thing I love about the 907, it has one of the fastest rate of fires in the game. At least of like a medium tank, not like a sniping tank destroyer, or like a brawling tank. It is the highest rate of fire. Because I can't only a medium, but it's a sniper. I'll put another one into the LT. We're looking for a shot on the M53, 55, but there is no shot. The Borgsig comes behind us, but he's full HP, but he doesn't even see me. So I actually got really lucky there because the ISC 152 bounces his shell, and now just moving up, trying to close the distance. This Rheinmetall Borgsig is absolutely a treasure at the game. He bounced his shot. He literally was full HP, easily could have killed me, but didn't even like pay attention and get the job done. Really, really easy. He was full HP, so even though I'm behind him, I still put a few shots in, and then, and the LT, that was perfect timing on my part. I had no idea it was coming, but I decided to go that way, and then boom, and then he just bounces his shell against my armor, which is to be expected. The LT has bad pen, it's tier 8 against tier 10. That's the expected result. Up to 6,500 damage and up to 7 kills. Now, I was like, really kind of caught up in the moment, trying to do what I could to win. I didn't even look at the kill feed or my damage too much, so I didn't really know that I was close to the Radley Walters, which I'm glad I did know, because I probably would have maybe gotten a little like, oh man, I didn't get it, and then messed up, which often happens. But I'm totally ignorant to the fact that I'm having a good game, and I see the MP3 55. And I didn't even know I had the rallies until later on, and so I was like, oh yeah, get another kill, let's keep going. Look my up. Only 3 tanks left, however, I'm at 500 HP, and the ISU 152 is probably full HP. And full HP ISU is not something I want to deal with. I spot the ISU, but he is... he actually got all 3 artillery. That is why having 3 artillery in a late game scenario still alive is so useful. Because I probably would have a much harder time doing that myself. Now here I knew I had the Radley Walters at this point, and so I was like, I'm gonna go all aggressive because I'm just gonna try and get kills. It's only 2 artillery left, like it's not a big deal. I only have heat left, so I put one into his tracks, which is really good. Thankfully artillery misses. I put another one into his side, and then I look away. It's actually a mistake here. I kind of get close to coming right for him. And here I'm like, it's the end of the game. He might be loaded, but I'm going to go for it. And I get 10 kills, 7.7 thousand damage, and 1,500 spotting in the 907. just working around, playing the town, always kind of changing where I was, moving from different positions. This is not a location in the game I'm super familiar with. I don't know all the positions, but I was kind of going from place to place, maneuvering through the town, always changing up which direction I was attacking from. I went over here in the mid game, went over here, and then kind of was like, okay, there's a few shots. I put some shots in, hit by RJ, so I backed up and went over here, and then caught some people out, and then from there, I always moving. I wasn't like staying put. I could have just stayed put here for much longer, or even just stayed back here. But the fight was over here, and so I was kind of moving around, and then was able to always attack from. I could have towards the end of the game, for example, I could have. There's this ridge here. I was over here. I could have decided, you know what, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna stay here and play really passive. The T-54E1 had backed off to like here, but I was like, no, I'm gonna be bold, aggressive, and so I came out here. I could have gotten shot from like back here somewhere, right here, and we might have lost the game. But I decided I was gonna be bold. I was not gonna take things a chance, so I just drive down right over here, get to like this side, the field side of the ridge, because I'm pretty sure he's like over here still. And then I play along this ridge, get lots of kills, and I spot him here moving, and then the artillery to take the positions. And from there, it was finishing up with the last few artillery kills. The 907 is a very deadly medium tank when played properly, especially in a close range map where the accuracy of the gun does not hinder as much, and you can really take advantage of your excellent gun. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Discord link in the description as always. Stay safe.